Welcome to CSB Facts. In today's video, we're exploring some of the most brutal and horrifying human deaths in history. These stories are not for the faint of heart, but they're vital to understanding the dark side of human history. From volcanic eruptions that froze entire cities to the calculated cruelty of mankind, we'll uncover the chilling truth behind these tragic events. We'll examine not just how these individuals died, but the events that led to their demise. So sit back and let's dive into some of the most chilling and gruesome deaths ever recorded. Our journey begins in 79 AD, in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius. When the volcano erupted, it unleashed a wave of destruction, burying the nearby Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. While Pompeii is often remembered for its ash-preserved remains, the fate of Herculaneum was far more gruesome. Imagine the terror as a dense, superheated cloud of ash and gas. A pyroclastic flow surged down the mountainside at over 100 kilometers per hour, engulfing everything in its path. This wasn't a rain of ash. This was a searing wave of death, reaching temperatures of up to 500 degrees Celsius. For the inhabitants of Herculaneum, there was no escape. The intense heat brought instant death, the air itself burning their lungs as the pyroclastic flow enveloped them. Flesh was vaporized in an instant. Skulls exploded from the pressure. Bones were left charred and blackened. In the contorted positions of the dead, we see a horrifying tableau of their final agonizing moments, forever frozen in time. Excavations at Herculaneum have revealed hundreds of these skeletal remains, each a chilling testament to the unforgiving power of nature. The story of Herculaneum serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of nature and the fragility of human life. Our next tale takes us to the tumultuous years of the Russian Revolution. Tsar Nicholas II, once the all-powerful ruler of Russia, found himself and his family imprisoned by the Bolsheviks. On the night of July 16, 1918, the Tsar, his wife, their 5 children, and 4 servants were led to the basement of the Ipatiev house. Imagine the fear in the eyes of the young Romanov children as they were herded into that cold, dark cellar. They had no way of knowing this was their final destination. A squad of Bolshevik soldiers entered, their faces hardened, their intentions clear. Gunfire filled the cramped room, each shot a nail in the coffin of the Romanov dynasty. The execution of the Romanovs remains a chilling reminder of the brutality and chaos of revolution. Chapter 3. The Rwandan Genocide. 100 Days of Unimaginable Horror. In 1994, this small East African nation became a stage for unimaginable horror as a wave of violence, fueled by ethnic hatred, swept across the land. Imagine a world where your neighbor, your friend, even your own family suddenly turns against you, not for anything you've done, but simply for who you are. This was the grim reality for the Tutsi minority in Rwanda. For 100 days, from April to July 1994, the country descended into madness. Close to 1 million people were systematically slaughtered, butchered with machetes, beaten to death with clubs, their bodies left to rot in the streets. The world watched in horror as reports of the genocide filtered out, the sheer scale of the slaughter almost beyond comprehension. The Rwandan genocide serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of peace and the devastating consequences of unchecked hatred and intolerance. Chapter 4. Death in the Arena. The brutal fate of Roman gladiators. Let's journey back in time to ancient Rome, to the roar of the Colosseum, the heart of entertainment, and a chilling symbol of both Roman power and brutality. Here, gladiators, armed with swords and shields, fought not for glory, but for survival, their lives hanging by a thread, their fate often determined by the whims of the crowd. Imagine the deafening roar of the crowd, the stench of sweat and blood, the glint of sunlight on polished steel as gladiators clashed in the arena. For these warriors, death was not an abstract concept, but a constant companion, a shadow that loomed over their every move. Some gladiators were fortunate, skilled enough to survive multiple combats, earning their freedom, or at least a reprieve from the arena. But for many, death was the only escape. Wounds became infected, leading to slow, agonizing deaths. Some, too weak to fight, were dispatched by their opponents, a grim mercy in a world of brutality. A simple gesture, a thumbs down from the emperor or a wealthy patron, could seal a gladiator's fate, condemning him to die in the dust of the arena. The crowd, their bloodlust ignited, would roar their approval, their cheers washing over the condemned man as his opponent delivered the final blow. The brutal reality of gladiatorial combat serves as a stark reminder of the cruelty that humans are capable of inflicting upon one another. Chapter 5: Stalingrad, a city consumed by war's cruel embrace. Our final destination takes us to the eastern front of World War II, to the city of Stalingrad, a place where hope died and the very air tasted of blood and iron. Here, amidst the rubble of a once great city, hundreds of thousands of soldiers and civilians were caught in the cruel grip of war. Imagine a city transformed into a desolate wasteland, buildings reduced to rubble, streets littered with corpses. This was Stalingrad, a battleground where two titanic ideologies clashed in a struggle for survival. For 200 days and nights, from August 1942 to February 1943, the battle raged, a brutal struggle for every street. Soldiers, their bodies and minds pushed to the breaking point, fought with a ferocity born of desperation. The cold was their enemy, temperatures plummeting to unimaginable lows. Starvation gnawed at their bellies, each bite of moldy bread a victory. But it was the constant bombardment, the relentless artillery fire, that drove many to the brink of madness. Civilians, trapped amidst the fighting, endured unimaginable horrors. Death came in many forms in Stalingrad. A sniper's bullet, a shell's explosion, the slow creep of frostbite, the gnawing pangs of starvation. The Battle of Stalingrad stands as a chilling testament to the horrors of war, a grim reminder of the human cost of conflict. Echoes of the past. Lest we forget. Throughout history, we've seen unimaginable brutality in moments of war, revolution, and natural disaster. These stories remind us of the dark side of human existence and the capacity for violence and suffering. But they also stand as a testament to the resilience of those who survived and the lessons we can learn from the past. By remembering these tragedies, we can work towards preventing such horrors from happening again. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on the darkest moments of human history. Until next time, stay safe and curious.